the pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end. No, they don't fade away. So when I'm gone, and when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on. And I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun. Close to the sun. Here's to the ones who let shine through the rain, the ones who stood for something more. We won't forget your names. The tide is high, say goodbye, we set it sail, and all those midnight secrets told, we'll take them to the grave. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun. Close to the sun. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun.
О, всем привет! С вами прохождение балдежно под названием Хогвартс Легаси. Я уже немножко опоздать с ним. Я Гарри Шпротер.
Now, which way is the common room?
О, Пивс.
Что?
Видение это. Ага,
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Revelio.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man from the ministry.
Can't imagine starting with
ставится.
Nelly will do anything for attention.
Я скипаю просто, типа,
Факультета здесь.
Oh, what did I do wrong this time?
Посмотрим.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working?
Тебе скипать
Ah!
можно, да?
Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal
нет, я
casting.
типа вообще просто
Is that what
первый.
you were trying to do just there?
Очки на
Oh,
беру.
yes.
Просто прикольно.
Having a spot of trouble.
Типа Гарри
I've
Поттер.
mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit
Гарри
trickier.
Поттера были круглые очки. Круглые. Так,
A little more practice ought to do it.
I practiced all summer. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. What's so difficult about this one? I'm just going to keep at it.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Who does Nelly think she is, anyway?
Don't fall off this time, Nelly.
Professor could arrive any moment.
I just want to be a baker on
О,
Carnaby Street.
этот как гость.
I don't think that even looks right.
You'll like it, trust me.
О, Уизли.
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself.
Озвучивать не собираюсь.
Hello. You're the new fifth year.
Озвучивать не
Pleased to
собираюсь.
meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh,
Как
yes.
говорится,
A
учите
friend of
английский.
Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Если даже
Thank you,
посмотреть
Gareth.
мосмотр, есть
So am
английский.
I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well, and she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Палочку сюда.
Тебе надо сделать либо меня потише, либо выглядеть погромче, потому что когда я говорю, типа это
громко, да?
прерывается, ну, типа, не слышно то, что, ну, что в игре говорится. Конечно, он на английском, да, но все же, то есть, типа...
Богов, ну давай чуть-чуть погромче.
If I get caught, I
Пробуем
shan't
так. А ну
offend you.
слазь, дура.
Nelly'll do anything for a
That
thrill.
girl thinks she can get away with anything.
Как не добраться?
If I get caught, I shan't offend you.
She gets bolder every year.
Who does Nelly think she is, anyway?
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
И спрыгни нахуй туда.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Знаете, только...
М?
Якось пока выйду, скоро кострим.
Давай, зайдешь, когда будешь свободен.
Свободно вообще.
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much needed
случайно
excitement to
вышло.
Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
Вот до этого. Я тебе серьезно говорю.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside
Так,
the
встретись с
common room.
профессором Уизли.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the
Это,
Department of
блядь, я
Magical
это уже
Education
слышал.
at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Пойдемте, испробуем на практике.
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
О, Пивс. Здорово, брат.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll...
Revelio.
Ага. На этом портрете изображен волшебник. То есть мне нужно соблюдать руководство, чтобы получать эксп. Понял.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Попробуем, чтобы открыть карту. Телепортируемся в центр.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
I
can never get in. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the
Revelio.
Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I sent a love letter to Imelda Reyes once, but I think she thought I was making
Też
fun of her
zadanie.
because she's been rude to me ever since. And I said she was outspoken.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
When my mother was here,
Так,
it was a
поговори с
different
профессором.
professor. Probably nowhere near as nice as Weasley.
I don't care if Weasley is nice. I find everything about Transfiguration utterly unnerving.
Область, Так понял, короче, пока я нихуя не могу.
Suppose so.
Although,
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Так, защита потёк.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Сейчас я подойду. Скоро вернусь.
My little brother sends me letters chock full of questions about Hogwarts. Merlin help us when he starts here next year.
No one sends me owls. Can't remember the last time I got one. Not even on my birthday. Someone loaned me a book on International Confederation of Wizards. I was looking forward to reading it. Not the best idea to start a study group with the boys from my dormitory. Now, we never get a break from each other. We're going to see who can stay up the latest. Sleeping drafts should ensure my victory.
I don't mind living in dormitories. No parents around nagging me to pick up my robes.
I'd never risk leaving into the dormitory without a mug or an early charm. What? It's highly logical. We have the most annoying of all the prefects, I swear.
По защиту от темных. Ой, сука, догоню, убью, зарежу. Какие-то загадки. Я лучше. Пока да.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Ага.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Махацбуш.
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise opponent. Good. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso! Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Protego! Levioso! Hastings. This can't be your first.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Heckert. Glad to have the opportunity to
10 очков
practice.
Гриффиндору.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned? Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio. Revelio.
Sorry, I'm sorry! What do you want? Away from me!
Revelio.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Бум-бум-бум. Мне скучно-то. Привет.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them. Very good! Excellent control there.
Excellent.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this.
Читер.
There we go.
Accio.
Splendid!
Watch this.
Да ты крыса.
Quite impressive. Be sharp. Phew.
Accio.
Very good! Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. There we go.
Accio.
Don't lose your composure.
Watch this. Yes! I know
Accio.
everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well. Ouch! Well played. Be sharp. Phew.
Accio.
Excellent control there.
Ха. Это все потому, что я белый. Знаю.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Эх, долгие загрузки, долгие загрузки.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can.
A word, if you would.
If you're
You
so
wanted
inclined.
to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Revelio.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Так. Пойдем. Weasley.
Revelio. Revelio.
Or as well be surrounded by Jarvies.
Revelio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Revelio. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Accio! Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Revelio.
Still have a bump on my...
Так, мы на шарфик.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Revelio.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Dom.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Good thing Professor
Of
Weasley
course.
takes the role
You're the only one who's ever bested me. in
Revelio.
duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
Revelio.
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look.
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities.
Привет.
Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Пойдем. Рыбочка. О, крыса, дай погладить крысу.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Revelio. Accio.
There. Без заклинания.
Revelio.
Так есть.
Revelio. Accio.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
The tales of Beetle the Bard, stolen true to
Ку
life.
Костя.
Revelio.
House elves and wizard kinds best. Merlin's blooming pig, not again.
Хорошо. Пяточ. 5 еще. О, да? Вот ты Костя.
Revelio.
Сейчас я подойду, Константин.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try.
Это походу палочку.
Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Yes.
How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing. A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly. Curious indeed. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Yes.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want, when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Centaurs have never...
Behave, damn you!
I question anyone teaching defense against dark art.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Ну что там уж?
Revelio. Revelio.
Вот такой беглый кот. Привет, привет.
Revelio.
Привет. Давай без алло.
Revelio.
В названии написано Хогвартс Легаси.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Да-да-да, мне нужно пушить. Есть что еще залутать? Шарфики всякие. Падение, кстати, вырастает. Это хорошо. Шапка. Защита выше. Ух, ебать. Ай, блин. Давай ставим пока эту, хер с ним. Вообще без разницы. Так, все, да? Можно potions покупать.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor
В смысле,
Weasley
сколько
sent me to collect
заплатил?
some recipes.
За что?
I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as
Она
showy as
стоит в
spellwork,
Стиме.
but make no mistake, they are just as
Я уже не
powerful.
помню, там в
They
ТНГ.
can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipe. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses. And I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can, so you don't miss out on anything.
Ну, 1002-3 рублей стоит,
Let's get you those recipes, shall we?
если не больше.
What can I do for you today?
Здорово, мелкий, здорово.
Feel feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Ты у нас американец мелкий. Твой English very good. Бля, руки висят. О. Позакрывали от меня все. Так волшебная брюква. Побежали.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Repairer.
Бля. Мисклик.
Well, hello there.
Revelio.
Hello, сейчас, подожди. Можешь тихо это... Ага. Я понял, ничего нельзя.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Хорошо,
the
мелкий.
dittany for the new fifth
Если
year.
ты из
I
Америки...
take it that's you then. Merlin's beard.
Тогда,
Starting
бля...
Hogwarts as a fifth year.
Я из...
Must be positively reeling from it all.
Я с Марса, короче. Если ты из
I'm choosing
Америки.
to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of dipping seeds? Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Семена бадьяна.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
Ну, блин, так-то. А ты что думал, мелкий? Только ты можешь быть крутым, да?
Revelio.
А, я понял, ты у нас с глазами.
Miss Peck from Brood and Peck said a customer lost a miracle around here.
Да
I know
ёпта.
we're not supposed to go down there. I just thought...
Базу приду. Книжечку. Ай, Себастьян, поговорим с тобой.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see
Я
what
только
else
начал.
we can get up to.
Это еще, можно сказать так, обучение.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Контрол.
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually.
Ты у нас Виногарден Левиоса, да, не хочешь? Контрол. 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 Сейчас, мелкий, подожди. Контрол. Контрол. is that?
What was that?
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done. Leviosa. That's right, you lovely, loud, and stupid one. He's faltering. A few more hits should do the job.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a
Страшно.
fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Страшно вырубай, да?
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Так, здесь нужно прибраться, да?
Reparo. Oh, hello there. A moment if you would.
I'll go and see what he wants.
Сейчас буду репарить все.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Ты русский теперь? Тот ты американец, тот ты этот. Ты определись. Я понимаю, что у тебя там может быть расстроение личности, все дела.
Lucky they didn't do more damage.
Mr. Hill is just singing your praises.
Так, то глазастый сундук, я понял. Чаечку выпьем. Ты просто так уж писать устал?
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much
Низкие, мелкие, низкие.
I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections.
На максималках эта игра меня не
your
вытянет.
last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Так, а шут вообще почем? кстати, это... Перчатки, кстати, будут надеть сейчас.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Да.
Revelio.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, we might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go. Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me.
Да, сливочного пива, бокала 3-4.
Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the 2 of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy.
Да,
Watch
я
your
его по
back.
стенке
Rookwood and
размажу,
Harlow
вообще
are
в 2
worse than
пальца.
any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Что можно... Что плохо приколочено к полу? Есть что полуплохо получено?
Revelio.
Идем еще выше. А, тут замок, кстати. Хорошо. Было приятно иметь. Так всегда. А я ведь еще Аллахамора даже не... Знаешь, да? Обидно мелко.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Arlo.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
Карта Хогвартса. Понька. И теперь сидим и ждем загрузку. Так. 5 почт. Вы получили сову. Иди ко мне, я кое-что обнаружу. Ринга. Мысли. Мелкий, бля, не выё.
Revelio.
Буш выё, буши выё. А тут мелкие там выёбываются в чате.
Пиши, что люди нахуй ебалы в рот, блядь.
Что такое?
Напишут мне уже выявлено. Да, сука, где-то тупые ишаки пришли, начинают мне втирать, блядь, какую-то хуйню, что, блядь. Я говорю, покиньте территорию, вы что, начинают мне рассказывать какие-то приказы, что никакая ничего не территория, блядь. 20 минут с ними елозился, морозился, в конце психанул, нахуй расстрелял. Просто так ебаная матерь. Я вот жду. Напишет ЖБ на меня или нет.
За что?
Ну, по их мнению, они мне рассказывают то, что начали рассказывать, то, что территория ВЧ до этих столбиков.
В правилах что написано?
Ну вот, а мне же говорю, они начали мне какую-то хуйню елозить. Какой-то приказ министра какого-то обороны от 9 мая 23 года, блядь. Вообще какой-то другой министр, я думаю, что за бред, блядь.
Может, они из другого сервера пришли?
Я что же, я тоже начал думать, что они начали, как сказали мне, типа, фамилию министра, типа, я думаю, вы что, ёбнутый какой? У нас Чистаков министр, какой нахуй, блядь. Что-то я потом подумал, что может реально с другого сервака припиздили, начинают тут рассказывать правила другого сервера, блядь.
Скорее всего, так оно и есть, Сань. Ебать, шмотки здесь пиздец уебанские.
Я оставлю просто вид мародерский и все.
Просто реально, я тебе говорю, сейчас одел шляпу, она такая уебанская.
Нажми в этот.
Я знаю, как менять, Сань.
Ну, всё. Я бегаю в мародере, ну в этом.
Я скоро пожиратели смерти. Знаешь, как что самое печальное, Сань? Ипс, иди нахер.
Oh, not again! Here I've come from the toilet bowl, where she said I could swim. Did you?
То, что до хера замков, а я даже лохомора еще не буду.
Так антибабхалки сейчас и не нужны.
Ну почему? Я мог бы сейчас повскрывать, полутаться.
А, ну понятно. Но это будет не скоро.
Revelio.
Ну что, тут камень, ножницы, бумага играете?
Ну тогда же я, блядь. Мне только первого уровня лохомора. Чтобы очень второго, третьего уровня лохомора нужно искать эти статуэтки ебучие. Только ночью, и они не отображаются, это пиздец.
Дам тебе подсказку, Сань. Хочешь? Google.
Да я что-то подумал, может все-таки потом просто загуглить, где находятся статуэтки все и собрать просто.
Так я и сделаю. Просто Google.
Revelio.
Подумаю.
Что ты не знаешь, ну ты должен. Блять, игрушки, которые прибиты к полу, блять, ищу лазю.
Дополнительный квесты какой-то взял, дополнительный квест какого-то.
Нет, я просто эти сундуки понял, которые без этого. Кстати, как сундуки с глазами открывать, знаешь же?
Конечно.
Под инвизом надо заходить.
А ты знаешь, какая хуйня открывать с этими?
I'm glad to see you.
Двери,
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls too?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock
Батечки, видал,
talking
какие
with Vic to
уебанские?
Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Serona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
О, да, говори, Сань.
Я говорю, вроде да, нормально.
Просто тут тип писал мне в чате, блядь, типа, алло, скажи привет, алло.
You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes.
Я уже подумал его забанить.
I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise.
Вроде нормально слышно. Сам себя дальше слышал.
I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit, before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous
Знаешь,
could
бывает
the
такие,
library
заходят
be?
агры просто позвонить
we're only
киллерам,
after a
понял,
book.
начинают.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect
компа,
you.
который без динамиков, нахуй, и при этом не слышать нихуя, ну и хуй его знает.
Ну что тоже, типа, просто мне спросить не у кого, блядь. Если бы ты был бы в Дискорде в тот момент, у тебя спросил бы, понял.
Я же спец закончил, что я стоял, ну, какие два дебила начали, блядь,
Heard you're
во-первых,
defending
лазить по
Hogsmeade
лесу,
against trolls.
потом попиздили,
You know,
сюда
there
же
is such a
пиздили.
thing
Я
as
начинаю мне
trying
втирать
too
эти
hard.
птички, а, блядь, уже понял. Сейчас вторая смотрела, они просто съебались вроде, да? Потом вроде опять приехали, блядь. Там опять, короче, это пиздец, на 20 минут это растянулось, это.
Так,
Я в конце концов уже просто психанул нахуй, расстрелял их ебаной матери.
дальше. Инсендио. Уже знаешь, да, инсендио?
Да? И у меня осталось только 5 заклинаний всего лишь.
Это ж поджигание вроде, да?
Да.
Тут еще комбинации ж можно, типа, понял, знаешь же, типа.
Я что тут научат.
Я заблудился.
Сейчас я дойду, ты ж пойдешь в этот, типа, дуэльный клуб.
Не, я знаю, что там, типа, 15 делать. Я имею в виду, что свои можешь.
Понятно, логично, что факт захочешь, такие использую. Так, комбинации, блядь, такое себе. Я ими не пользуюсь.
Потом тебе помогу. Я не знаю, кстати, что здесь за квест дополнительный.
New student would help me with my sad predicament.
Еще раз.
Я не знаю, что тут за, конечно, дополнительные квесты дают, но все же.
Бабки, скорее всего.
Revelio.
I believe we have.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Смолов был в Эвертоне? Или это просто игра так его, блядь, купила?
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Some kind soul help me.
Завершить раунд 3. Сколько нам там? Пошел я драться. Ахацбуш.
Там как раз реши будете комбинации.
Жалко, что онлайна нету, да, Сань?
Вдвоем типа победить.
Ну да, типа.
Я думаю, что может еще не ведут. Просто, ну, типа, просто, видишь, не вырезали квиддич, типа, по факту, а когда квиддич, типа, ну, это прям...
Кстати, есть плагин, который добавляет, точнее, вот.
Да?
Да. Только я даю гарантию 100%, там будет сложная установка.
Бля, я типа на стримскую версию боюсь, какие там были вообще, не знаю.
Вообще, что бояться?
Хуй его знает.
Короче, я понял, шарфы, перчатки добавляют к нападению. Остальное к защите.
Revelio.
Собираешь же всякие эти страницы и т.д. и т.п. Тарфик на.
Карьеру за игрока чисто играю.
Красавчик. Падение плюс 7 них.
Мне там уже шмотки, нападение плюс 20-30 уже.
У меня тоже уже почти 20.
Нет, каждая шмотка дает.
Каждая?
Новое нахожу, уже некоторые уже шмотки там дают.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Так понимаю, тебе это надо как раз Incendio. А, нет, стоп. Ну, пока нет.
Can I help
Давай,
you?
давай. Давай, махаться, будешь.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Ты парно сражался или в одиночку?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Задание ж пойдут, типа, полклонитесь там туда-сюда, и типа, парные будут, они что пиздить их нахуй, тем более надо это.
Prodigo! Lumos!
Ой, блядь, не то.
Levioso! Levioso! Stupid! Levioso! You're better than that! Levioso! Lumos! Reparo! Accio!
Some big hits that round.
Первая победа, бля.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Экс. Давай еще раз.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. Keep trying.
Reparo!
Oh.
Accio!
That's it.
Levioso!
Excellent form.
Levioso!
Блядь. Вот.
Levioso! Accio!
Nicely done. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Давай я буду грозным противником. Давай махаться.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of Crossed Wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Это я буду сам.
I'll be dueling solo.
Then let's get to it. Ready to get thrashed?
О, телок бежит.
Apologies in advance.
О, и мужик. Трое на одного. Давай.
Protego! Stupefy! Levioso!
Oh, there goes my way.
Levioso!
You're better than that!
Act like a winner.
Levioso!
Come on.
Reparo!
О, блядь. Репару пока.
Accio! Protego! Stupefy!
Give him what for?
Levioso! Reparo! Stupefy!
I'm the one. I could never duel like that.
Это какие-то они слабенькие.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Assignment's all finished.
Ну да. Хотя их можно тоже отпиздить.
Я их легко пищу, просто что они чуть-чуть посложнее. Твою мать, что ты делаешь нахуй, Зюба?
Accio!
Делаешь в Сток-Сити, блядь.
Levioso!
Зюба и в АПЛ-ки.
Reparo!
А, кстати, Дзюба играет вроде.
За 18-й год. Сейчас Зюба в Локомотиве, по-моему, я помню.
Или может выкупили трансфер, это же игра развивается сама по себе.
Я тоже об этом думаю, может все-таки это трансфер просто. Там и типа вроде как стулов какой-то.
Попал в замок и заблудился нахуй.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Вот пересобрать заклинания свои.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor
Там, блядь,
Hackett.
я жму,
Glad to
люблю
hear it.
блокируется, блядь.
Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady. Good work.
Давай, типа. Люмус. А люмус.
Feel free to practice in the classroom before you go. I've set up a few targets for you.
Ладно, хай будет.
Incendio!
You're getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Incendio!
Setting Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic.
Incendio.
Эти перезарядки, конечно, меня бесят. О, буду включать магию этого видимости.
Да, это полезно, потому что ящик с этими глазом 500 монет дают.
Запретную секцию. Понял, типа запрет на секцию.
Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Я ж все это сделал. Сейчас приду, Сань. Ай. Будь здорова. Будь здорова. Что, Мань, потом не хочешь пойти?
Не.
А Warface?
Revelio.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
Ой, господи.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Дай, блядь.
Аня, не бомбим.
See there?
Да как ты не
That's the door we need to
забил?
reach.
Вот
And
типы,
those
блядь.
annoying prefects would love
нарастила
nothing
хол,
more
блядь.
than to rat on us to Scribner. So don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try. We must remain unseen.
Блядь. Как же такое, блядь?
Рисуй.
Команда уёбков.
Still here. Quick, behind the bookcase. Damn. You told me the librarian would be gone by now. I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me?
The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Бля, ну, сука, ну как, блядь, они не забегают, уёбки конченые, блядь. Просто забеги ты прямо и все, блядь, там такая позиция, блядь.
Что-то от пивса ждать текать.
That wasn't
Никак
so
текать,
difficult
не
after all.
надо. Спалит
How
вас
to
и всё.
find that book.
Тут сам порешает все. Он просто спалит вас и все. Ой. Да, сука, блядь, вот этот пиздец, когда просишь пас, они будут, сука, не отдают, потом нажимаешь еще раз, сука, а он тебе, кажется, давал, блядь, и, сука...
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Блядь, тут один стоял.
Should be in the club. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Почему нельзя ебнуть призрака, а?
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I need just the spell to repair this armor.
Блять, я тут...
Reparo.
Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this one. That's it. Revelio. Where might this lead?
Ну что, готов, Саня? Слышать мои маты.
Почему?
Я в читальню какую-то зашел. М?
О чем это?
Это ж типа что данжей. Это следы древней магии, все дела.
Ничего сложного вообще нету, блядь.
Я уже просто не помню, Сань.
Accio. Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there. It's
Понял?
Долбою, ну чё, хуй, допустим, чуть дальше, нахуй, но он спокойно забивать голос на один заходит. Нет, придурок, блядь, ножик пису. Долбоёбы, блядь. Сука, можно забивать от моих ассистов, блядь.
not surprising. Guards at the ready. Incendio. Potato.
Сука, ну иди на фланге, дай ты, сука, дальнюю на фланг. Нет, надо вперед дать, когда, блядь, в обсаде тип стоит.
Убывается.
Да ебаная штанга!
Incendio. Accio. Potato. Stupid. Accio. 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 Incendio. This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Что-то сейчас...
Такс. Загадки. Так, давай. Где? Маска как? Собака тут.
Pero. Accio. It is a book after all.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor Bakar?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
Блять, как бы есть же
So if
отсылки
I
к
can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Если так вникать в сюжет, то прикольно, чё. Ты-то в сюжет в основном не вникаешь, правильно же?
Тем более, вот это начало я проходил уже же. Смотрел уже.
Ну так я тоже скипаю проходил.
Sneaking in the restricted section again!
А так, ну,
I
типа,
had thought
блядь,
we were
так
through
понятно,
with this
и
mischief.
так понятно.
Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Куда я стану смотреть, кому давать, блядь?
Protego!
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Где там эти палочки?
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Без тебя не могут выиграть, да, Сань?
В кубок меня, короче, не выпустили, блядь.
Доверие тренера какое было.
Здесь нет такой хуйни, это не 23-я FIFA. Это не 23-я FIFA, здесь такой нету хуйни.
Хрен поймешь, когда тебя могут выпустить, когда нет, да?
Ну, то есть, скорее всего, здесь как, скорее, здесь работает как, типа, зависит от того, какую оценку ты наберешь. Ну, хотя я, блядь, бывало, то плохую набирал на оценку, типа, меня выпускали один хуй. Странно. В кубок меня не выпустили, это пиздец.
Из-за этого вы проиграли, угадал?
Да, 2-0 проебали.
Revelio. Reparo. Incendio.
Кстати.
Опять забыл посмотреть бомбардиров.
Думаешь, ты попал туда?
10-й гол, по-моему, уже. Да, у меня 10-й гол за примерку. Как плохой пас. Куда он ударил? Я вообще в другой стороне в месте находился, блядь.
Ладно, еще закрыт.
Ладно, там после этого открываются. После картотеки.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
I'll go it alone.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
4 на 1.
Ты что, раньше времени начал второй дуэль? А тебе квесты дали уже квест на, блядь, уклонение и хуйня? Тебе тёлка дала, которая защита темных искусств квест дала? Проверяй, блядь. Как ты заклинание получишь, если ты пройдешь финал? Да, хотя может еще не может, в принципе, но, наверное, должно быть проработано, то что пока финала типа не будет. Это уклониться тебе надо 10 раз. А потом что-то еще какое-то заклинание. Проверяй квесты, блядь, дурак.
There goes my ranger.
Some big hits that round.
Шо уклониться, я смогу против мобов, Сань.
Victory! You've won the tournament!
Там, по-моему, только в дуэли работает. Там, кажется, там специально для этой дуэли же типа сделано.
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Нет, здесь уклониться от врагов. Просто.
Нахуй придумала что-то, если можно это сделать, то сразу. Они атаковать даже не будут, блядь. Один будет атаковать, вот как раз таки ты здесь сразу от него уклонишься и все, блядь.
А карта мира теперь.
Пизда, я уж травму получил. Это походу Гебелла.
Ты травму получил?
Походу. Смотрим. Да, блядь.
Погоним тебя, хуля.
Ладно, похуй, всё равно. В втором месте, блядь. Нас опережает. Насколько травмы получал. Что? Их лодыжки, остальные 3 недели. Блин, ну мы на втором месте по ПЛке. Одно очко на нас Манчестер выше.
А ты за какую команду играешь?
Лестер Сити. Надо посмотреть, блядь. А что, здесь нельзя посмотреть списком бомбардиров?
Так, там просто по миру.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Приключения на свою жопу. Собирать всякие грибочки тут. Все пригодится, правильно же?
Я вошел в команду недели.
Давай. Будешь сражаться?
А, все-таки дурак, что-таки убил их сразу, да, всех, блядь? Ой, дурачина, блядь.
Как я тут паук один атакует.
Деле это пиздец.
Давай.
Мы только почти добрались. 2 очка, 3 что там этот. Ну да, пиздец, мы собачили все нахуй. А, не, мы на первом месте, ебать!
Все, давай.
На первом месте в АПЛ на.
Да?
Incendio.
Ты хочешь?
Incendio.
Чья, блядь, Семенова вышли не может, блядь, жить.
Incendio.
А, нас туда не скажите. 2 травмированы,
Incendio.
Что там тоже?
Мне вообще реально уже третий матч, либо ничью играют. 4-е место упали. Ебать, Манчестер следующая игра.
Protego. Incendio. Yes.
А, о, подожди, нет.
I've seen you duel. Your strategies won't work on me.
Incendio.
Работает.
Incendio.
72 рейтинг.
Accio. Protego. Stupefy.
Пизда в запасе. В запасе.
Revelio.
В пятом месте.
Incendio. Protego. Stupefy. Accio.
Состав, все, погнали. Это только вы без меня вообще расслабились, нахуй.
Ты негодяй, да?
Ни одного матча не выиграли. Все матчи, которые без меня сыграли, все в ничью сыграли. Просто мы были на первом месте. И пиздец. Что такое трэш, блядь? Ебаные куски, блядь, не могли выиграть нихуя.
Охоте лунные камни, напомни-ка.
Чтоб создавать предметы в ручной комнате.
То есть их нужно собирать, да?
Конечно. Как ты будешь создавать всякую хуйню в этом ручной комнате? Они лунные камни требуют.
Revelio.
Давно в открытый мир выпустил. Зря, правильно. Когда метла есть этого.
Ты не успелась метла, да?
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
Ярмуш.
тебя, то есть на любом... Ходишь, можешь попробовать типа просто ебашить по квесту, пока не потребуется какие-нибудь эти, да, заклинания. Да ты бьешь, дебил?
О, прокатил.
Чё, блядь, сука, со спины коснулся, блядь, и нормально, нахуй.
Oh, forever.
Expulso! Are you even trying? Rookwoods don't go down easy. Incendio! Incendio! You'll need an expulso! Incendio! Expulso! Incendio! Expulso!
Dobra.
Debil!
Revelio.
Боевая арена темных искусств. Проходил ее?
Нет.
Сейчас я, короче, буду авадокидабрить.
Так ты не сможешь там накидабрить, у тебя нету заклинания
На
этих.
боевой арене я могу это.
А, это неинтересно, тем более. Смысл тогда?
Я авадокидабрить.
Protego! Ah, how delightful! You will pay for your deeds. You've made a grave mistake. You're going to regret that. What?
Petrificus totalis!
Wait till Sebastian hears
Ой-ой-ой,
about this.
какой пас! Какой пас через очко, типов! Вот, ебать, я вышел нахуй, сразу выигрываем, ебаный рот. Без меня, короче, не может нахуй играть.
You won't get away with that.
А, я ж могу подчинять их себе. Поехали.
You only have Ranrock to blame.
You've made a grave mistake.
That's just fearful!
Rookwoods don't go. Expulso! Protego! That was a grave mistake. You die for that. Not very good.
Confringo!
Да что они меня роняют? Блядь, чужак, блядь, похуй, блядь. Я не вижу с этого сифу 18.
You will
просто
not
пиздец.
survive this fight.
На него типа толкает, падаешь и все вообще похуй, блядь.
Expulso! Let's get this over with.
Confringo.
Number of white coming back this way. Expulso!
Now, this has become personal.
Clumsy little fool.
What are your thoughts on
Electricity.
expulso?
You will regret coming here.
Miss me.
Confringo.
Not quite.
You're making this too easy.
Run, Rockwell, you're like...
Imperial. At your service.
When are you going to give up?
Potato.
Really, it is. An utterly pitiful display.
Confringo. What have you done?
Is that the best you can do?
Confringo. Imperial. Confringo. Imperial. Imperial.
Rest easy, my large friend.
So, the hunt begins.
Imperial.
Time, City.
So, oh, what's the light go out of your eyes?
Expulso!
You're going to regret that.
Look what you've done.
Your spells.
Human parasite.
Potato.
Flash.
Go to hell!
Get it, Thunder.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
If only here to see this. Unforgivable.
You'll pay for that! Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis!
Confringo.
Such arrogance.
About it.
I was best.
Potato.
No! I will make you pay.
А я причем приходит время для пасти, тут дебил не может пробить типа, блядь.
Все, прошел. Ладно, кидавра, конечно, это имбовое заклинание.
Что там пройти надо? Для чего она вообще надо? Это? Что награду какую-то дают, что ли?
Да.
Какую?
Внешний вид.
А, дай.
Маску типа как пожиратели смерти, понял? Ну, все равно, блядь, слышишь?
Есть, одна ж есть, и так.
Ну, блядь, а допустим, человек купил не в DLC, и Deluxe.
Так она только в DLC дается, арена это открывается только в DLC.
Нет.
Да.
А?
Ха. Арена это в DLC только. Ну, подожди, нет, давали в предзаказе, да? То есть предзаказе типа задавали. А потом... Или подожди, я же не предзаказ сделал. Просто купил. Я разве DLC-шку покупал?
Вроде да.
Вроде DLC-шку, да, я покупал. Она предфранция, вроде небольшая была, да? Вроде... Я помню, что вроде там, что не просто так давали этот... Что арена не открывалась, кто обычно покупает игру.
Экспелиармус. Хуя, правда, не знаю. Лучше.
Кого?
Экспелиармус.
Здрасте, это куча заклинания, она охуенная. Начало своих левелов она нормальный дамаг наносит.
Вообще это должно быть обезоруживающее заклинание.
Ну вообще понятно, ну. По факту я без оружия нормальный урон наносит.
Единственное заклинание, которое пока вместо здесь, два заклинания, которые здесь действуют так, как и надо, это из запретных заклинаний, то есть.
Что, Круцатус, типа и Империус?
Империус и Авадакидавр.
Пуль 3-0 ебем. Только первый тайм. Пробуем что-нибудь гол заебашить, если трик оформляю, можно выходить нахуй.
I hope you were able to take care of everything.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Так, инцидент ставим. А где? А, вот сейчас. Старый пару пока.
Expelliarmus! You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Expelliarmus! Accio! Expelliarmus!
Still at it, I see.
Так, теперь в травологию пойдем. Выполнил и давай спать на это.
Ебать ты конченый муса, ублюдок ебаный. Даешь, сука, пасы, блядь. Когда нахуй? Когда я, блядь, прошу, хоть дашь, сука. Уже когда нахуй меня просто все закрыли, нахуй пас дает, блядь, уёбок.
Да.
Revelio.
I tried to brew some amortentia. It was an awful disaster.
Что будет?
What's this I hear about rule breaking? You're at school to learn, not to follow. Well, like a mother.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
Да, муса лучше как не идите нахуй.
Reparo!
Что тебе Муса сделал, да?
I'm very
Там
sorry
голов
about
больше,
that.
чем у него просто
Yours
почему-то
was a
он лучший
bit
игрок
mature,
месяца.
I'm afraid.
Ну и
Alright
может
then.
по формуле гол плюс пас.
Splendid work, everyone.
Дар. Вот купили. Теперь 20 лямов.
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
Revelio.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Пиздим все, что так полу.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Все, что не
Oh.
прибито к полу.
Well, thank you.
I nearly put... Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Don't worry. Nurse Blaney... Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Revelio.
Так, тап. А как ее кинуть? Просто так.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Все, в общем. Мне хватит.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots.
Как настройки открыть?
Damned hearing.
Настройки. Все, на сегодня все. Ну, спасибо. Ладно, с вами пойду.